So, baby, what are you doing there?
So we are going to be doing these hot pads. I came up with a really simple hot pad. I actually taught 4-H for like 16 years while the children were growing up.
16 years.
Yes. So
Wow.
that's where they learn to craft and sew and do all kinds of things. But I've come up with a really easy hot pad because I think this is a fun gift. And you can go to the shop and you can actually buy these 10-inch squares. They're already pre-cut. And those that's an easy way to do them. Or you can just cut. I just cut my own. So I cut my own 10 by 10 square. Now, I use 10 by 10, but you can use anything. So if you have scrap fabric and you want to do them like 9 by 9 or 8 by 8, you can do them whatever size you want. I just suggest that they be square. I don't even know if you necessarily need them square, but I like them this size. So this is a 10 by 10 and they end up being around, 9-inch square by the time you're done, or a little bit bigger.
So, can we see a close up of that so we
Oh,
know what
yeah.
it is we're going to build?
So this is what you're building.
Wow, it's fancy and look very simple too.
They're really easy. And so we'll just go ahead. The other thing that you'll need, so you'll need a back and a front. They're reversible. And you can use scrap batting, or you can get, this is like a heat resistant material. And so you can use, I like to have two. So 2 of these, or if you want to save on cost, you could do 1 of these and then 1 with batting. And oh, one other thing. I do get these little selvages. These are the selvages. They come on the end of the fabric, and I make these little tags. And I kind of like to put that over my stitching on one side. It just is a little cuteness, totally optional.
How cool is that?
Okay, so that's all you need. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is take your 2 squares. These are 10 by 10 inches. And you're going to put those right sides together. And then you're going to take your 2 pieces of batting or heat resistant product, whatever you're using, and put 1 on one side and 1 on the other. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to clip or pin each corner securely. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, I actually cut my batting about 1/4 inch all the way around smaller. So these are 9 3/4 inches on either side, and my fabric is 10 by 10. And then I'm going to sew. You'll want to leave like a 2 to 3 inch opening on one side. When you get to your corners, you can just slowly turn that. And I'm using the edge of the foot to sew all the way around. You'll notice that on that side, I didn't really catch all of the batting area, and that's fine. And then you'll stop. This is about a 3 inch opening. Then you'll want to take and you'll clip your corners. The only thing, I only worry about my fabric edge. I don't worry about my batting edge because I don't even mind that it's not all the way in to the corner there, because otherwise your seams get really bulky. Then I'm just going to take this little opening. Oh, I thought that was the opening. Let's find the opening. Here it is. And we're just going to take and turn this right side out. You're going to push everything to the outside. So you'll see that both your right sides come, And you're going to get in and get all those corner edges poked out. Now you can use this fancy little tool here. I actually like to just use my scissors just because they're longer and I can get into the corners without poking a hole because I actually have to push pretty tightly to get all those batting pieces out because you got double the batting. So get all your corners poked out so that they're as pointy as they possibly can be. And you've got
You're talking like a quilter now.
This is a little bit of quilting actually. So there you go. Now at this point, you'll want to clip with your cute little clippies again. That's my opening that I'm kind of folding in my edges. Just like so. And you'll want to press. So let's go press this. So we are just going to press this so that it's easier to top stitch all those edges. You're making sure everything is out. Okay, that's it. Nice and pressed so that all my seams are out. Even this one where I had to fold in the edge a little bit because that's my opening. And we're gonna go sew. Okay, so we are going to top stitch about 1/8 of an inch away from the outside edge so that we can catch everything in nicely. Do a little bit of a back stitch, and then I'm going to take my little selvage and I'm going to fold under the edges, and I'm going to leave this raw edged. And I'm actually going to take, oops, sorry. And I'm going to clip this here. And then I'm going to go, this next one's going to be 1/4 inch all the way around. Now you could be finished right here, but one more thing I like to do, you can draw a pencil line corner to corner, or you can stitch it like I do. And I've stitched enough that I know exactly where I'm going to go. But you can definitely draw a little pencil line. And then I'm going to do the other corner. And that is it. All you'll do from here is you'll want to trim all your cute little threads off like this. I can cut those off, but that's it. That's how easy it is. So cute.
That is so impressive. How long did that take you? Like
Oh,
7 minutes?
yeah, I don't even know. It's really quick. I did have them cut out, so I had everything ready, but it's less than a 10-minute project for sure. So you could put, I'll show you, I want to maybe take a couple of these and put it with a loaf of sourdough bread and with a big bow and gift it to someone special.
Oh, what a great idea. So this could be a holiday thing. You could do
Yeah.
like Christmas or Valentine's or any holiday.
Yeah, look at you be creative.
Wow.
So they're fun.
That's
I really love
awesome.
them.
So do people need a pattern for this, or they just,
No.
we're just talking measurements here,
No
right?
pattern. You can give measurements.
Okay. Well, thanks, babe, for sharing your talents. That's so much fun.
Good.
All right. I see your bread's out of the oven, baby.
It's a pretty loaf of sourdough.
Oh, I love that.
You don't have to bake sourdough. You can make cookies, or you can just do the hot pads. But I thought this would be a fun idea. I do like to wrap my bread in tissue paper because I don't want the heat and everything coming out of the bread onto the hot pads. So I'm just using a piece of jute to wrap this with a piece of tissue paper. I'm going to take 2 of these, set them on there like so, and I've cut this ribbon, a really long bow, because you know I love pink.
Yes, I know that. So does anybody that knows you.
I know it. And I'm just going to wrap this with a pretty pink bow.
Wow.
Just like that. It doesn't take much time at all. You could even take a
Look
piece
at
of
that.
fabric.
What a presentation.
So yeah, that's a cute little gift like that. But I also feel like you can just take 2 of these, fold them like so, take a ribbon, and again, you can just tie this in a bow. And you got a simple little gift.
Wow, that's impressive.
So either way, hot pads are fun to make. They're easy, simple, great gift. Great way to use up excess fabric and cute little selvages.
And of course, you could also keep those hot pads for yourself, right? And bake more goods.
That's right. Still
oh,
got
look,
more.
You have 2 extra. Imagine how that works.
Yes, always got to make plenty. But they're great to have on hand so that when you need a gift, you can just have these ready to go.
That is so much fun. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Miss Coco. I hope everybody that's tuned in has some great new gift ideas. And maybe you've got a hankering for something good like that sourdough bread. So
Yes.
we'll let you all go. It's something to eat. Thanks for tuning in.